Hi, bitches. I'm annoyed as fuck. And hi, people who don't like to be called bitches, because I know someone's gonna talk shit about it. Some lady who was doing tarot card readings, who I respect the opinion of. Most of the shit she said in her video made sense and it applied to me. I was like, okay, she's spitting bars. This is cool. I can respect that. And most of the shit she was like, unblock your fears. Don't be afraid of situations, blah, 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 blah. And most of it was clicking. And I was like, okay. But then she got to the point where she said, forgiveness is important. Forgive people in your past who have hurt you. And I kind of thought to myself, stop. I thought to myself, no, I don't want to. And I thought to myself, you know what? I already did technically forgive Mitchell because I am leaving his ass alone. I have not done anything bad to him so far. Yet. Or at least not anything worse, is what, to be specific and more honest. But I'll put it this way, I'm forgetting him and I'm moving the fuck on. And it's like, do you know how annoying it is? Because I kept watching the video. I was like, you know what? I think I've forgiven him in the amount that I can for someone who did do a sexual trauma to me and did kind of fuck up an entire month for me and did do a lot of things. I'm at the point where I might even get a photo album just to put the photos in a place where even if I don't look at them all the time, I can still recognize that he was positive at some point and move on. Is that inherently forgiveness? Fuck no, but it's like I said, I don't think I would throw a brick at him if I saw him. If he were to trip and fall into some train tracks, I would help him out. I'm just saying. I actually have, like, it feels like a bunch of veins or nerves and whatever, or just going crazy. Because I watched that video, I was like, okay, I already did technically forgive that nigga. But then the lady in the video, she specifically said, and if you think you have forgiven them, then go back, reflect on everything they've did, and forgive them a second time. And don't just forgive them, pray for them and send blessings their way. I thought, fuck you. I had to literally turn the video off. I was so angry. It's like, nah, nigga. It's like, I got the Christians in my DMs beating my ass. I got Christians in my fucking comment section beating my ass. I got my own fucking moral and romantic inner dialogue. It's like that only just stopped whooping my ass. And even then, a part of me is still like, do the evil shit. Hurt him some more. You can fully move on that way. But it's just, it's like, I could just brush it off. I could be like, no, no, the fact that that video popped up for me at that exact moment in time and it had those specific angel numbers that I have been seeing a shit ton of recently, it doesn't inherently mean the message applies to me. But it's like, nah, you were agreeing with almost everything in that video until she said that. And you know that she's really, really accurate in the shit she says. But how do I put this? Free will exists. It does. It truly does. But she also said in the video, she said, if you don't go back and forgive, like, you should go back and forgive and pray for them and pray for their highest good, because if you pray for them, it shifts the energy and they start being better. And then you can unblock some of your blessings. I'll put it to you like this. What if I want to say, fuck that nigga? What if I want to say, oh, that nigga was terrible as fuck to me? And he hurt me. I'm about to start crying because I'm really angry about this. See, this is the shit I mean. I made a video before talking about what's the point of getting certain omens or signs or this, and that. Because what's it all mean in the grand scheme? What does it mean? Because it's like, that nigga doesn't seem like he's coming back. And I don't think I would let him back in. Because why should I? Why should I? He hurt me. He fucked me up. And I could forgive him to the extent of recognizing the good he did and moving the fuck on and not actively wishing harm on him further. But I'm just very annoyed that it's like, oh, but according to spiritual ladies online who sadly are in alignment with what I actually spiritually follow, they're like, go back and wish them well and pray for them. I don't want to do that. I don't. And I know, it's like, well, Tania, you've been laying on your fucking floor drinking Mountain Dew and being miserable. You tried to hang out with your ex, and you couldn't even do that. Why? Because you still fucking have feelings for Mitchell. I know. It's not been easy for me. It's been a very tough time. I'm gonna put it this way. It's gonna be a little harder to forgive a man who kind of made times tougher. I almost did forgive him because I know at some point we did get to talking, and for a week things felt more normal and in alignment. It felt good. I'm really getting pissed off now. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but this is upsetting me. Maybe it will help to record a video talking about every single thing, good and bad, that happened during that week. Maybe it can help. It doesn't matter who watches it, but I just need to get it off my chest because it's fucking with me really bad. And I don't know how much more I can take. I'm already not exactly doing the best for myself. It's just also frustrating. I already made this video before, but it's like I made the video and I didn't make a part 2, but it was about spiritual omens. How are you supposed to know what's a sign from the divine? And how do you know what's just, I don't know, some bullshit like government spy agency just being like, yeah, let's fuck with Tamia some more. Like, let's just keep sending Tamia honeypots that look like tall, sexy white men who are going to force her into deep, deep, fucked up emotional situations just to stop her from progressing as, I don't know, like a civil rights leader or getting a following on the internet or being too powerful. I don't know. Wouldn't that be funny if my life really was like the Truman Show and there's just like a bunch of gang stalkers with cameras in some van somewhere that's like, okay, Tamia's doing well with her mental health. You know, she's finally eating right, she's taking care of herself. We need to stop this because if she succeeds, we like it's done for. Like, nah. And so they're trying to change the fate of the universe or like whatever the fuck by just being like, send in the white boy. And then they send me a white boy who's everything I want and then just casually fucks me up in a way that is undeniably terrible. I felt like I was getting normal again. Last night I was. I had a dream last night. I mentioned this in my other video. I had a dream last night where I was in this beautiful beach house and I was there with my technically estranged step niece, cousin. I guess we could call her a cousin, step cousin. And you know, when I knew her, she was a sweet girl. She was a tomboy, full of energy and full of life, who just, I don't know, was put in a fucked up situation. I hope that she's okay to this day. I hope that she's not in a bad situation. I know we aren't blood related, but she was always a very sweet girl. Even though she did whip my ass several times. It's like, but that's a long story. I know you're like, Tamia, how did you get your ass beat by a fucking 9-year-old? The answer is I had an eating disorder and didn't eat for like 2 to 3 days. She was a menace. But did I hate her? No. I just, she was annoying as shit at times, but it's like I recognized her as a beautiful, lovely little girl who deserved the best. And I've been noticing in my dreams lately that whenever I'm having a dream about like protecting my inner peace or my inner child, like, you know, symbolically in my dreams, they'll show me like a little girl who I've met before, a little black girl who like needed to be shown care. And I don't know, that makes me emotional. In the dream, it was just me and her in this huge like beach house mansion, and it was beautiful, but she kept leaving the door open, and we would be this close to calamity of like huge waves coming in and almost reaching inside of the property, but I'd come in and calmly close it and walk away because I was reassured that it would be safe and fun. But she kept opening the door again, and then if she would like track in sand from the outside, or this and that happened, and I would just sweep it out and be like, Journey, be careful, don't do that, it's not going to be good for us. And I don't know, I just considered that the dream was symbolic for like, I need to protect my peace as much as possible. And it feels annoying because I'll put it this way, it feels like I'm being pulled in multiple directions. It's like one direction is saying, Mitchell is just some guy. He's nothing special. Sure, you prayed for him. Sure, you got a bunch of wonderful omens. But at the end of the day, he traumatized you in the exact same way that other people did last year and several times during your fucking life. He hurt you. He didn't take no for an answer in bed sexually. He gaslit you. He did revisionist bullshit history. I fucking hate him, actually. I don't. I hate him just enough where I can say it, but I say it and then I start crying because I know it's not true. I hate that he did that because I really do like Mitchell. I do, and that's disturbing that I still like him after all of that. I shouldn't. I shouldn't. And it disgusts me. And you know what makes it worse is that then it's like, okay, the other direction. I keep getting signs. Keep hearing the same fucking songs he's saying to me. I keep seeing angel numbers. I keep seeing little reminders for things that we talked about doing together or we wanted to do together. And it's like it feels fucked up. It feels fucked up. It feels like I'm just being called to go back to a terrible situation that doesn't have a good end game. And what's the fucking point? What's the fucking point? And it's, you can tell it's extra bad because it's like some of the Christian people, even the ones who knew about everything, you're like, you saw me cry for like a week or several weeks straight about having to process what he did to me that was bad. I'm so angry right now. And yet, even then, I still have you in my comment sections like, oh, do you think you tried enough to make things work with him? Do you think you truly tried your best to make things work with him? I fucking thought so, okay? I had my tantrums, I had my moments, he did too. I thought I tried enough. And even then, why should I try towards a situation that hurt me before? Because wouldn't that ironically be like, because I don't know, when I dated that evil nigga from this passing summer who I broke up with, it felt like it was just a cruel joke of like, here's a bunch of signs to stay with this dude and date him, and I did. And then I got traumatized, and it felt like a cruel joke by the universe that was just testing me, like, hey girl, this was actually just an elaborate test to see if you had enough self esteem and respect and knowledge to leave this man. Or I don't know, maybe I had to date him and go through more trauma for certain character growths or whatever, but it just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. It's all confusing, and it doesn't help that other people and whatever fucking higher powers out there are making it more confusing. I even said the joke, and I'll say it again. It felt like I prayed to whatever higher power I could find for the perfect guy. And wouldn't it be funny if instead of it being the goddess I believe in, or the universe, or whatever love god out there, who was just trying to be nice to me, imagine if it was actually just like Satan himself, just being like, we know what she wants, we're gonna give it to her perfectly, and we're just gonna see how fucked up we can make her life when she's around this guy. Or more specifically, my life feels fucked up when I'm not around him. But isn't that scary? I don't know. I don't know if this makes sense. Nothing about spirituality or religion makes sense to me, which is why all this shit sucks. There's no clear answer. So I'm just scared that it's like, what am I supposed to do? Am I just supposed to leave more unhinged voicemails until he comes back a third fucking time to talk to me? Is that what's supposed to happen? Am I just, like, what am I supposed to do? I keep hearing signs from people like, forgive your parents, forgive Mitchell. No, because they hurt me. Funny enough, I stopped thinking about my parents. The one who I keep thinking about is Mitchell. And even then, I keep having moments where it's like, I swear I've stopped thinking about him. I swear I have. But then something will happen that'll hit me like a truck. I mentioned in the other video I hung out with my ex-boyfriend Liam, and he made the last few days I spent with him so unbearably fucking bad that I couldn't help but think of Mitchell. Because Mitchell was a very gorgeous, intelligent, ambitious, smart, sexy, awesome man. Mitchell could eat my pussy at my back door without giving me any issues. Meanwhile, Liam can't. Why? Because Liam does not take care of his mouth hygiene, and he's also not skilled at eating pussy. He's somehow gotten worse over the past 3 years. Like, it's actually gotten, like, it's such a weird regression. Mitchell has the belief that he would not fit into my life because he doesn't think he has a life that interests me. The whole time he does. Like, he's like, I drink tea and I go on hikes and I enjoy nature and taking walks and enjoying fresh air and like exercising and doing martial arts and reading books and podcasts. You must find me so boring to me. And it's like, and then the whole time there's dudes like Liam who get angry with me for simply asking questions as small as, oh, is there anything you want to do over the course of your life? Big or small? It could be as small as anything. And then I remember that started a fight between me and Liam to the point where I just had to break down crying because I was like, nigga, nothing. There's nothing you want to do. And then he was like, I'm just at the point in my life where I don't have hobbies. The only thing Liam does is he plays Demon Souls. We don't get along anymore. And he's been trying to message me, and I haven't really been messaging back. Because there's nothing we have. Even at my lowest moments, I still find Liam boring. No movies to watch with him. Like, the only thing we can do is like watch Hunter and Hunter, or I can watch him play Demon Souls. He doesn't even want to play games on the new games he has or the old games he has. Just fucking Demon Souls. God, it's boring. I don't know. I don't know. I'm angry as fuck, but I get the feeling I should try to message Mitchell. I do have one number of his that I don't think he's blocked me on. One final message. I don't know if I can forgive him. At least can I fake it? The trick with me is that sometimes I can't forgive people. I would have to remind myself of the good he did. If there was good. I've been trying to repress both good and bad memories. It's not good to repress bad memories and keep the good because you'll put someone on a pedestal and not realize them for what they are. It's not good to only remember the bad because it just totally diminishes all the wonderful things we did experience. But you know what really fucks me up is that just I don't know. I thought I was doing better. I thought I was getting okay. And I guess, disgustingly, he's the only one who makes me feel this way. And I'm sickened by it. See, isn't this fucked up? Because I've made videos for ages talking about how I want to decenter men. I don't want to obsess over them. I don't want to get hurt by them anymore. And then here I am, put in a situation where it just feels like I'm just getting called to talk to him again or interact with him again. Forgive him. What would that do? What good could he bring into my life? Is this just another elaborate trap where I go back and then it ends up being like, haha, bitch, we gave you millions of signs and omens and people trying to convince you to talk to him just to teach you the life lesson to follow your heart. So you had to get re-traumatized a third time because you're a stupid bitch. It's like, I don't want to face that. I don't know what to do anymore. I don't even think he wants to talk to me. Obviously, or else he would have by now. Then again, he did say he didn't talk to me for a month because allegedly he just didn't know what to do, didn't know what to say, he was scared. But still, being scared isn't an excuse to me. Or am I a hypocrite for saying that? Because it's like, I think I'm scared to reach out to him. Because what would happen? Would I just get rejected? Would I be made to feel foolish for trying and believing that there was something there? I'm just saying. I just feel as if it's like, if he really wanted something with me, if he really wanted me to forgive him, if he really wanted to be forgiven, we would have had a conversation. We would have talked by now. We would have tried to be a common ground. Do you think I wouldn't have loved to have been his friend? I would have loved that. I would have loved to have just been nothing more than his friend. I would have. I would have really liked that. I don't know. I also saw a post online recently that talked about how people with avoidant attachment or whatever, like fucked up attachment skills, like, like commitment issues or whatever, they usually put people on a pedestal really, really hard when they're gone for a long time. And that's what I'm just trying to do. I figure I can just leave, and either if he has feelings for me, he'll come back. But even then, it's like artificial feelings he's hyped himself up about, and I could just be working on myself instead. Or he could he could just fuck off, and I'll at least be distanced enough from the situation. It feels like I can't escape the situation, and it sucks. I'm trying to. Like, nigga, it's Black History. It's Black History Month. Do you really think I want to be out here crying and masturbating to a white man? Fuck no. Fuck no. I'm angry, and I'm pissed, and I'm upset, and I don't know how to feel. And like I said, I guess ironically, just like when that fucked up phone call voicemail I left to him before he actually reached out to me again, I straight up told him, I don't know what I want from you, and even if you came back, I don't think I would even want you like that. I don't know what I want, and that's the worst part about it. I don't know what I would want. If he came back into my life, like if he magically came back and he was like to me, I'm sorry again, blah blah blah, I don't know. The illusion has faded off enough because I've seen how he communicates. I've seen how he can get bad. I've seen how he can get terrible. I already feel broken down enough, and the idea of like, ooh, go back to Mitchell, tell him you forgive him, tell him you think that he's gonna go far in life, and I don't think it's like, that just seems pathetic. Because I don't even know if I believe that. Some days I do, Some days I don't. If I just were to forget him, I would probably just be able to just privately have him move on and succeed without me, and I wouldn't have to witness it, and that could be fine. Why do I have to go back and forgive him? According to some reader on Instagram. I'm so pissed. Well, I do have a friend who owes me a tarot card reading, but I've been asking them for one for months, and they haven't done it to me. So fuck them. But at least that would bring me comfort. So at least it's like I don't have to rely on bitches on Instagram just saying anything for the sake of an algorithm with vague statements, and I don't have to rely on like random YouTube commenters who have seen and heard at least most of the bad about Mitchell, but still sadly believe that, hey, maybe I should go back to him. Also, no offense, I should probably be a lot. It's like, now that I think about it, why did that person comment that? It's like, you heard me say that I got raped by him, and like, it's like gray area. It's like, and you're just like, eh, you didn't try enough to keep Mitchell in your life, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god, trust me when I say I did shit that I'm not even talking about, because technically this stuff was illegal. That's a long story in itself. Let's just say I'm trying to be the bigger person. I'm trying to be mature and just be like, I'm gonna leave Mitchell the fuck alone, and he can find his little dream girl, whoever the fuck she is, because it's clearly not me. And he can be with his friends or whoever the fuck. And yeah, I don't know. Because ironically, with Liam and other men, you want to know what happened whenever I would date men, where I had to be the first one to always make the move of like, I understand how you're feeling. I understand why you're scared. All that shit. You know what happens? I end up with a man child. Mitchell gives the energy of a man child, and he's almost like 30. It's like, come on now. You're like, you have. I actually, you know what? I'm mad. I might actually just leave him a voicemail. And if I can't, I'm gonna leave him a fucking text message from another number, because fuck him. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say, you're a grown ass man. You can have a wonderful future, and I see that for you. I don't have to be in it, but fucking Jesus Christ, like, you have health insurance. You can try. Come on now. I guess I have done that to people. I remember this one guy months ago. His name was, I don't know if I want to say his full legal name, because he is kind of a big deal in my area. Let's just say his name was Abraham. Huge social media guy specific to my area. Those who don't know, he's a disgusting, pathetic creep, and he was awful as fuck. But I remember I thought to myself, I still have lingering amounts of care for this man, and it disgusts me and it hurts me to keep it inside. So I left him some voicemails, and I didn't care how crazy I said. One voicemail, I was reading that nigga for filth, for his lust and his stupid actions and his insecurities. But on the other hand, just be like, I'm a real ass bitch. I will tell you about the good and the bad you did. So I also told him, like, hey dude, listen, you're over here worrying about pussy and being insecure and shit, letting your fucking sacral chakra control your fucking loins, being it's like, nigga, you've been you told me years ago that you were working on a book. It's been 2 years and you still haven't released it. Don't you think that you have a talent for writing and ambition, and don't you actually want to make money towards your goals so you can propel yourself into the life you truly want? Or do you want to just keep making memes on Instagram where some people like complain whenever you post about anything real as fuck with location? You are a beautiful, talented writer. You are a very strong, capable man. I fucking hate that you are wasting your talents and your time and your energy because you want to fucking try to talk to 8 bitches at once and try to convince bitches with disabilities to get with you because you want to be manipulative. It's a waste of, you have intelligence and intellect and charm and so many blessings given to you, and you want to waste it on pussy or like the pursuit of it. Like, that's why sex doesn't satisfy you, because you know deep down you have goals that you need to be reaching, you have things that you need to be doing. You are not going to sit here and act as if like the world's against you, because frankly, put all you've been doing for the past few months is complaining about one girl who doesn't want you because you were verbally abusive to her, and then trying to fill that void with like fucking 8 to 16 different women. Like, get your fucking shit together. Come on now. You're a talented writer. I want to get your book someday. I want to see you get big. Fucking bank on yourself. And I remember he actually did really respond to me. He said, I listened to your voicemail. I actually really needed to hear that. Thank you. And like, and he seemed grateful. And like, it was kind of funny. He was like, I listened to your voicemail. Thank you. You're right. I should work on my insecurities, and I should like get back into writing. I said you should also try not to fuck so many bitches. I also that's a huge part of my message, just so you know, if in case you forgot. And he was like, yeah, yeah, but he mostly was focused on thank you regardless. So I don't know. I guess I could just do that to Mitchell. I could be like, hi, bitch boy, stupid, tall, fucking, sexy glass of fucking muscle milk. He looks I hate to say it, he still looks good to me. I wish my attraction was dying. It's like it's fading, but it's still present. It's fading only because I'm fading memories of him. Only because I'm trying not to think about him because I want to be a healthy individual. But he has some beautiful cheekbones and a great jawline. God, he's fine as fuck. I don't know. And also, what would be the point of going back? What if he's already fine? What if he's going, like, for all I know, he could be eating and sleeping normally and feeling totally fine and happy, and all things are going great for him, you know? What would contacting him do? Because it's like I don't feel a need to. Other people and maybe some higher power is telling me to talk to him, but no offense. That same higher power brought him into my life and I got raped in the process, so why should I trust higher powers? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's like, I don't know. I can still think of human beings as flawed and still admire them. Don't think, like, those who truly pay attention to what I say know that. That's something I've always been able to do. Even Mitchell. I remember with Mitchell, at some point during our friend hangout, he was like, did you ever notice that all of your friendships are like all of these people are highly dysfunctional? And then it took like a few days and multiple glasses of sherry and some Red Bulls and cigarettes and endless amounts of vaping, and this nigga straight up just was like, someone should fucking kill your mother. I would fucking murder your mother. And it's like, see, he does shit like that, and it's like, I can't hate him as much as I really think it would be practical to hate him. I can't. And it's gross because I shouldn't be blushing about this man. I wish I wasn't. Trust me when I say I wish I could suppress whatever voice in my head or gut feeling or tingle in my arm or whatever is telling me you and him could be friends again. You and him could spend Valentine's Day together and travel and be fun. I know, things like that can happen. You don't need to tell me because I'm the type of person where I've cursed out niggas and aired them out to their family. I've called people's mothers, bitches who are going to hell. And I've said some evil, fucked up, disturbing, like I've literally threatened to cannibalize niggas, and then next thing you know, we still would go on romantic dates and outings and still have like a somewhat functional relationship. Yeah, the world works in mysterious ways. Let's just say, oh my god, sometimes a bitch is tired of mystery. But I keep getting gut feelings and omens and stuff, and it's like, okay, sure, it's like helping fade the mystery a bit, but I don't like where it's directing me. So it's like, sure, it's like I'm getting a million signs of talk to Mitchell, forgive him, tell him that you wish him well, it'll unlock blessings for you. It's like, I don't know what the blessing's gonna be. Is he gonna be back in my life, or am I just gonna be able to fully forget about him? I don't know, bitch. I feel like I did pretty well so far at the whole forgiving Mitchell and leaving his ass alone thing. I've been trying really hard, and I still haven't got the blessings. No offense, an omen that is now saying, okay, cool, you left him alone. Now go back. Go back this time. It feels like that thing in Charlie Brown where she has the football and she keeps acting like, come on, kick it, kick the ball. I'm gonna seriously hold it this time, and you'll finally be able to kick it. And he never fucking kicks it, and he falls on his ass every time. That's how it feels. That's how it feels. It feels like I'm just gonna get tricked again. Like, oh, you mean to tell me that this time, if I do this extremely embarrassing and complex process, I'm gonna get benefits, but you won't tell me what the benefits are? Because it's like, for all I know, I could go back and apologize to Mitchell, and either we could be buddies and life goes all dandy for us, or we go our separate ways and I focus on myself without him. But no offense, I don't feel comfortable with that. I feel more comfortable with the fact that it's like, if I stay distanced, I would much rather just be like, fuck that nigga, he can suck a dick and burn in hell for all I care, or he could have a nice pleasant life with 5 kids with some bitch in the Midwest or whatever. It doesn't really mean anything to me. I can be fine either way. I would be fine with that. But no. I guess I just have to keep having weird, complex sleeping and eating schedules or whatever until I eventually talk to him again, so that then I can be like, I forgive you, Mitchell, despite you being a terrible, gaslighting, fucking rapist. I still like you. And then I guess my soul will be set free and blockings will be unblessed and I can finally paint and draw again without thinking about him. I don't like that. I know in my gut maybe it's something I should do. but it's still like the same gut is also disgusted at the idea. It's like, okay, bitch, you're gonna have to do this, and you're gonna be sick as fuck. Cause it's like, I don't think he of all people deserves my forgiveness, and why can't my forgiveness just simply be me staying the fuck away from this man and wishing him well from a distance, and like making little vlogs about him when I'm upset, but still overall wishing him well. Why can't that just be the limit? I'm just saying, whatever higher power is out there, I would like it if you could have that nigga contact me first. Like, no offense, otherwise I might fully, like, no offense. I don't care what my gut is telling me. I don't care what the omens are telling me. There's a higher chance that I would literally prefer to commit seppuku than to ever talk to Mitchell again in a positive manner, at least initiating by myself. Like, nah. Let that nigga reach out to me, because I will fully kill myself if I have to be like, I forgive you, Mitchell, for being a disturbing, stupid bastard who fucked me up emotionally and did a whole bunch of stupid, unnecessary tactics to break my heart. And I want well for you, because I don't. Not that much. Like, not that much, nigga. Like, even if I do wish him well, not that fucking much enough to do that. And then I would probably go about my life and I would still feel all the same pain. I am not strong enough for that. I will commit seppuku. Anyway, maybe I could at least draft a message and see how I feel. Anyway, bye.